Anyway, and I like making some lamps, you know, with the bases they got and everything. I love to make bases out of them. I don't know why. And some of them is a pain to, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and that ain't a good cutter. I've got a cutter right here. I got to oil it up. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, folks. I can get pretty crafty when I want to. Now, I don't know what that is. Throw that there in the trash pile. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes that's brass, maybe. But anyway, you see this I'm going to take this line around. Well, gee. Now I sew it all out. Now, that's all see-through stuff there. Now, my idea is I will take what I would like to do is cut this around here to where that's open. Now whether I can or not, I don't know. But you can see how beautiful a vase that is. Now, I can take and get out my acrylics and stuff and paint these vines and fruits and stuff on here. That's the plan. And same thing over here. And then you've got a beautiful ornamental piece, whether it's really a vase or not. I'm pretty sure I can cut that. The bottom, I can put a solid bottom in this. What I do here, I put a piece of flat metal, like sheet metal or something, and put glue here and glue that sheet metal over it. And that's just going to be temporary. Then I'll turn this around and fill and pour in resin in the bottom of this thing till it's about that deep where that little bridge is there. And then you've got a solid resin bottom. A nice bottom. So it could be a vase. There's all kind of possibilities with this thing, because if you can see, I need a pointer. See how this thing, I could go in here and I could cut across here and across there and across there and take this whole centerpiece out. But sometimes when you do something like this, it could be a big heartbreak, because you could be cutting that out like that and then all of a sudden you crack it. And then it ain't. But that's beautiful. Now, another thing, you could have one of them candle cups and have it sitting on something and set this down over it. And with that all cut out like that, it kind of glow, you know. There's all kind of possibilities with this thing. And I've got other pieces up there that makes beautiful vases out of lamp bases. This is beautiful. All that filigree and stuff, you know, it's beautiful. But anyway, that's the plan. And that's another reason I want to get everything caught up where I can sit in and do stuff like this. But you just think about that, folks. Look at that. And I hope you can see it's a tree. And it goes up there and it's got some leaves and some kind of fruit or something. Maybe that's flowers. But I could paint all that. With the acrylic paints that I've got, and you know, clean them good so it won't come peeling off. Or you could gold leaf it. But see, there's all kind of stuff that you could do with that. You could go in here and paint the whole thing one solid color and then paint in the colors you want on the tree and the flowers. You could put a little knob up here on this hole to where it looks like a lid, and then you can paint a little thin line around that where it looks like it's just a decorative piece. It would be just a decorative piece. It wouldn't be a functional vase. I tell you, folks, Dobber can get pretty crafty with some stuff, you know, repurposing it, and that's why I was always bringing in lamps. And I've got, where is that one? I got another huge one. I've got two up there. I got this one. But to me, that's gorgeous. It really is. Just look at that, folks. It is gorgeous. I need to take my picture with that. And I ain't got a hat out here, dadgone it. Oh. Oh, well. I got a hat. Oh, my. All right. There. That's what I'm going to do, folks. Ain't that gorgeous? Beautiful. That's so clean inside. I don't know if you can see in there. I'm looking through the hole. I see you. I see you. I still see you, but not so much. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. You know what? I didn't pay much attention to this. He drug it up. I said, no, we don't need no more lamps. But he drug it up. Junk Dobber Jr. He drug this thing up. And that's going to be gorgeous. It's going to take some time painting all this. Man, I could even paint these little leaves in here. It's gorgeous. I don't care what anybody says. GoPro, stop recording. It won't take a photo for some reason. I swear that GoPro, that's getting to be a big disappointment. You know, I was so tickled to get, I still like it, but gosh, it's problematic. But anyway, have I bragged on this enough, folks? Can y'all see that? It's so cotton picking gorgeous. I got to bring me a hat out here. This thing looks stupid on me. But it is what it is. People's gonna think I'm getting senile or something putting this thing on, but I could take the horns off of it. It would still look stupid. Yeah, I have got to get my stuff done here so that I can start doing stuff I'm loving to do. I mean, I still love my scrapping and cans and stuff, but golly, Ned, I just need to get it done. I got to get my table done out there so that I can start using my can crusher that Wendy from Holland sent me. She's a sweetheart, and you know, there's another lady on there I'm really falling in love with. I mean, no, wait a minute. In love means there's two kinds of love. You love somebody and you're in love with somebody. When you say you're in love, that kind of has I think about stuff like this. In love means I was in love with my wife. I'm not in love with my daughter. I'm not in love with my grandsons. I love them. And so there's a difference. So America, I'm not in love with you, dear, but I love you. I love you. Oh my. Yeah, I love that lady. She's on that list. Now I got a list of some people here that I love. And you know what I need to do? I need to put this up before I break it, because it would break. But that's going to be a project, folks. And you know what? You know what I think I'll do? this will be a giveaway, a gift. I will give it to a subscriber. Yes, I will. That's beautiful. I love the filigree work on this thing and everything. You know, it's. How do they make something like that? I don't know. I'm gonna put it over here before I drop it or something. Now, love and in love. Yeah, I ain't showing my stupid head of hair, not combed or anything. I'm sorry, folks. I'm putting you back on my head. There's my hat. There I am, and I cannot tell if this is metal or brass. Ooh. You know what, folks? I think that's brass. Oh, there's a little treasure. It is. It's brass. How about that? It is brass. Okay. Now, I'm back in my. I'm gonna have to go to. I'm gonna have to go to. Oh, let's see. All right, subscriber. I can't remember which one of you it was. I think it was 2 or 3 of you. Said, quit throwing them wires in that wire bucket with them plugs on them. Cut the plug off and then throw it in there, and you won't have to go in there and separate. You know, man, what is up with that? I'll have to. Let me back out of here. Let me back out of here. I know it. Was it Naprowski or Naprowski or whatever you... Oh, I've been sitting there too long now. Turn it back on to reset. Now. Now, that should cut that plug now. You know what? No more than these cost. There it goes. I just need to buy me another pair that ain't but a couple dollars a pair. Of course, a couple dollars for me, boy, is a lot. I got another gift the other day in my tip jar. But I already put it in my scooter emergency fund, let me call it. The main goal is saving up to get that scooter. But also, if something comes up that I need to do, and I got some funds in there to do it, and that it's for that too. But hopefully nothing comes up. I hope. Now, I am doing a burn tomorrow. All that rubbish right there, I'm going to be burning that stuff. I need to go to Harbor Freight. Yeah, I wish I knew who put that printer there. This scooter flattens them out pretty good. I guess it does. Something flatten them. And I am going around here to the table just a minute. Then I'm going back into the shop there. I have got to let me show you something I got it there. Just knocked my walker over. Now, see how that table's kind of bowed down there, and what's happened? This was it part of my wood shop. I had a enclosure here and everything, and my saws and all that. My planers was all in here, and this table had a plug right here, and I had wire running and everything. And when I cut that, put that plug in there, it was fine. And when I got rid of my wood shop and everything, I took that plug out. But I need to put a leg or something under here to get that. I don't want that bowing down like that. That's eventually going to break. That was a good table at one time. That table over there was oh, talking about vases and stuff. Let me show you guys what I got here. This is another one that I'm doing. This was a lamp. Now, I took the guts. I'm gonna put a solid bottom in there so that hole ain't there, and I'm gonna try to smooth all this out right there. It had a lid thing on it, and it was glued down to it, and that made a mess. But that's a beautiful vase too. I could go ahead and paint this another color, and then these lines are kind of sunk in. Then I could fill them in by hand. It'd be tedious, but that is another vase. Now this thing is huge, and I cut the top out of this. This was a lamp too, and I could fill that bottom in and make a vase. And this to me, I could paint this all one solid color and then go in here and take my time and paint these raised pieces here a certain color. And I could paint the top band here and this band, you know. There's a lot of possibilities with that. And like I said, folks, Dobber's, well, I don't know if I'm crafty, but I sure like stuff like that. I like doing stuff, repurposing. And there may even be a market for that. I don't know. I don't know. There's that little figurine. I need to send that to Mary Beth. But yeah, that was a lamp. Actually, there was two of them. One of them I broke. I dropped it. I dropped it. What is that little nursery rhyme? A tasket, a green and yellow basket. Wrote a letter to my brother or to my mother, I'm not sure. And then I dropped it, a green and yellow basket. Boy, does that go back. A tisket, a tasket. Oh, man. Where did that come from? That's been 70 years ago. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter. I was on my way to my mother's and I dropped it. I can't remember. I remember the tisket, tasket, and I remember you dropped something. I've got to get this fixed out here. I need to stop reminiscing. Oh my gosh. And this is that bag of cans that, you remember Hank, the dog over at Ms. Ash's that got missing for a couple of weeks? And I pulled up there one day, and I'd been looking for the dog and asking around and stuff. And I pulled up, I seen the bag of cans hanging there and it had a note on it, and that's what it was. It said, Hank is home as of last night. Thanks. Thank you so much for looking. And she's got a little heart there and everything. I like Miss Ashley. I like Miss Ashley. I love her too. And I don't know, I was so happy when that happened. I come to tears when I found out Hank was home. And now that little sucker, he ain't little, he's big. And there's Roxy and him there, and Roxy's a small dog and he's a big dog, and boy, when I start giving them treats, Hank tries to hog them. And I have to trick him like I'm gonna throw him something, and I don't, and then I reach over and give Roxy one. Oh my gosh. Folks, I need to get this. I need some more coffee. And I need these cans up there. Guys, I'm learning. I'm not throwing stuff around just anywhere. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can do that. I don't. And all these materials and stuff came from that place. I think the previous video showed me with the wood that I got right there and stuff. All this stuff come from that same place. All these 2x. I can still get free 2x at the place, but I have to take the crates apart. And I don't have a vehicle to haul them. But yeah, I'm gonna. All right, that means I got to start doing some raking and tomorrow I've got to go to the scrap yard with some bags of cans. These here, I'm not gonna fool with these till I'm ready to start crushing with the crusher. They're gonna take up a whole lot less. I can probably get, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna put as many uncrushed cans in one of these bags as I can, and then I'm gonna put as many crushed cans and see what the difference is. And I'll also put cans in there like I've been crushing by hand, you know, like that. I want to see, because that versus this, there's a good hand crush. There you go. That's not crushed, that's hand crushed, and that is crushed. Okay, I'm gonna waddle around here and try to rake up some of this stuff. Look at all this trash. And see what I did here? I backed into my walker. And turned it over. Come on up here. Yeah, don't you? I wish they had a pickup stick that you could pick stuff up with when it's got a little weight to it. That goes in there. I'll just leave that there for now. I got to get busy. And here's that walking cane I found in somebody's trash. That's a neat little cane. I like that. Oh, what is that? That's got a penny, or is that a penny? Let's see. That is $19.90 something, and it's a coin of some kind. $19.95, and it says Erie, E-I-R-E, and it's got a harp on it. But that has grown like that. And somebody found it in the woods and made a can out of it. It's got a nice copper tip on it. I used to go out in the woods looking for odd pieces like this. Yep. All right, I got it. I'm sitting here, I don't know, daydreaming, being idle-brained, or whatever you want to call it. Now I need to, where's the rake? Wait a minute. Need to put that there. Need to put that there. I need to go back over here and get the rake.